As every good duck hunter knows, the key to successfully calling ducks in is to have your duck decoys and have the appropriate spread of those decoys. Usually people that own a duck lease, they leave their decoys because no one's going to be around. So they leave them there. So at dark 30 in the morning when they're walking through and the bushes and the snow and the sleet and the freezing rain to get out to that duck blind just to have their ducks all laid out ready to go. Unfortunately, water levels change. And when that happens, especially when they go down, the decoys are no longer really tethered to the ground. They're now clanging. They're now not in an appropriate spread. They're tangled up. And so they're making all sorts of noise. They don't appear to be natural. And so the likelihood of you getting a duck is not so good. When you have those varying levels in the water with your duck decoys, you have two choices. You can either go out there in your waders in the freezing cold water and pick them up and move them individually and throw them out wider into deeper water so that they'll stay in the appropriate spot. Or else, you can change their tether line. The tether lines usually come in 12 inches, 36 inches, or 48 inches. That entails taking that line off, putting it in your pocket or hook it on yourself so you don't lose that line, and putting on another line. All the while, it's getting closer and closer to daylight when it's shooting time. Dave Miller, who was an avid hunter and fisherman, says, one of the most frustrating and time-consuming parts of duck hunting is the decoys and having to adjust them every week because of water levels. It's also pricey because I have to have several different line lengths. Well, Duck Recon has come up with the Recon rig. It is designed by my husband, it is patented, and it's being sold by Duck Recon. It will soon to be in your various sporting goods stores. Jim says, in the past I have had to re-rig my decoys based on the water level. With the Recon rig, I only have to rig them once, which saves me time and money. This decoy rig, this is how the others are typically done. There's a weight on the end, so you have to take this off and put a different length on. With the Recon rig, you can adjust it just pushing this button to any length you want or need. And the nice thing is that this cord is bendable. It goes under the water. It's not out there distracting the ducks and looking unusual. So now you have it at more shallow water. So it is easy to use. The other advantage to this one is a lot of people, if you're a duck hunter, you know, they strap these things onto their waders, and when they're super long, they're clanging down to the end. It has a convenient carrying handle. You just clip them on your waders, and they're much easier to carry that way. Landon Kildall field tested the Recon rig for us this year. And he said it is simply the best I've ever used. A push of the button allows me to use the decoys effectively in any water depth. So if you want to save time and money while you're duck hunting, you can purchase the Recon rig by Duck Recon.